Hello folks, it's my hope that this particular video finds you in good spirit. Welcome to the Spot On. And of course, on this particular platform, we say it the way it's supposed to be. One philosopher once opined that a leader will always think about a future generation. A politician will always think about the next election. And then there are those who are politicians and they're also leaders at the same time. These particular people or these particular individuals will always think about the next election as well as the next generation concurrently. I don't know where you stand. Maybe you can tell me that on the comment section. Now, today, I want us to discuss something very, very interesting. Johnson Arthur Sakaja, the Nairobi governor, is in panic mode. Why? Because he has learned that Raila Odinga, together with the former vice president, Kalonzo Musyoka, are basically grooming the member of parliament for Embakasi East constituency, Babu Owino, to take over from him in 2027. Folks, if this particular script is going to remain the same up to 2027 and materializes, then I want to assure you that the politics of 2027 in Nairobi County is going to change, because we are going to have two serious candidates, one from Embakasi East and another one from who is actually the current Nairobi governor. So folks, this is what I want us to discuss. We look at the prospects of this particular development, because I told you that on this particular channel is where you get all that matters in politics. Now, the race for 2027 has just begun, and actually, I was sharing with a friend, and I told him that what, any serious politician who wants to contest for any political seat must start as early as today. And by the way, folks, before I forget, if you are on this channel for the very first time, I beseech you, I urge you just to take 2 seconds of your time and subscribe to this channel. Your subscription is going to make the channel grow. And also remember to like the video. Thank you. And to those who have subscribed already, by the way, thank you so much, guys, for your wonderful support. Now, back to our story. There I would say that any serious candidate who wants to, win the 2027 duel, the time is now to start, doing your strategy work. You are supposed to strategize as early as today. You need to start from now, because in politics there are a lot of things that are involved. There's the strategy part, there's the PR work, and everything. You need to be familiarize yourself with the constituency, with the people that you want to lead. For example, and by the way, that's why you are seeing the UDA party, for instance. You are seeing them, that they're planning their mass, recruitment of new members into that party. They even want to fold those small parties that are in Kenya Kwanza, coalition, so that at least they can form that big, whatever they're calling, giant party called UDA. All this they are doing in preparation for 2027, and actually they are starting it right now. And I'm also happy for the opposition, because everything that they are doing, however much they want to do demonstration, it's my belief that they are also scheming for 2027, because the aim of any politician is always to amaze power. if you have power, it will, be possible for you now to deliver on your campaign pledges, or on your promises. And basically, that's what they are doing. Everyone right now is strategizing. The Kenya Kwanza administration, they're strategizing. The opposition, on the other hand, they're also strategizing. So whoever needs to, to get into 2027 successfully, the time is now. So, folks, the news, the behind the curtain, information that the Embakasi Member of Parliament is contesting in 2027, not for any other seat, but for the gubernatorial seat, has actually, caused mayhem in Sakaja's camp. Because when you look at all the indications, if every card is played well, it will be to the advantage of the Member of Parliament of Embakasi East constituency. So basically, that's what I want us to look into. That if Babu Owino decides to run, what are his chances of winning that particular seat? So first of all, folks, the truth of the matter is that Babu Owino, for the longest time, he's been groomed for that particular position. And actually, if you ask me, I'll tell you that Babu Owino in the Kenyan politics, or in the politics of this country, he's most likely going to be the next big thing, so to speak. Because right now, I believe that in 2027 he'll be done with Embakasi East, or serving the residents of Embakasi East constituency. And in 2027 he'll throw his heart into the gubernatorial race. But what are his chances? Folks, you saw the other day, when we were having most of these, when Azimio was having most of those rallies, the anti-government rallies, for example, in Jacaranda grounds, Kamkunji grounds, the one in Kibra as well. There was another one at Jivanji. All these particular, meetings, you've seen the Member of Parliament for Embakasi East being on the front line. As actually, at times, they have been, the opposition, the leadership of the opposition, they have been charging him with the responsibility of, mobilizing Nairobi residents to attend these particular rallies. That was the same. That was the case, or that's what happened at Jacaranda. The same happened at Kamkunji, and I believe that at Jivaji Gardens as well. So why is the opposition leadership doing this? That is a clear sign, or a clear indication that they're grooming Babu Owino, to compete with Sakaja in 2027. The question that maybe you are asking is, what are his chances? Because if it doesn't stand a chance, then Johnson Sakaja's camp could have not been in panic mode. They could have not been stressed with this particular, development. So they are stressed because the truth of the matter is that Babu Owino has actually built a name for himself in the politics of this country. And actually, you've been seeing them from one rally to another. The question is, can this particular, support and love be converted into votes? The answer is maybe or maybe not. However, I've got the following, suggestive observation to make. Number one, if Babu Owino decides to contest alongside Johnson Sakaja, he's likely to have an upper hand because generally Nairobi County is, the opposition's stronghold. And being that Babu Owino will be running on an opposition ticket, he will have got that particular upper hand. Because when you look at, the constituencies, I think there are 17. When you look at the 17 constituencies that are making up Nairobi County, most of these constituencies belong or leans towards the opposition side. and basically he's going to have that upper hand. Number two, there is also a possibility, the way I once opined on this channel the other day, that there's a likelihood that in 2027 Raila Amolo Odinga is going to hang up his boots and become the kingmaker. What does it mean? It means that he's going, or he's likely going to endorse Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka. And folks, we all know that our politics, even up to today, and even as we go into 2027, our politics is still tribal. If Raila endorses Kalonzo, it means that most Kambas who are in Nairobi County are going to endorse or are going to support Babu Owino or Babu Owino's candidature. So it means that he's going to pocket, votes from the Luo community, and then as a good gesture or as as a payback, they're likely going to support Babu Owino because Raila Amolo Odinga is likely going to endorse Kalonzo Musyoka for the presidency in 2027. Then here comes now the question of the running mate. It means that Babu Owino will be left with the option of maybe picking up a Kikuyu or members of the business community such as the Somalis, because they also, they have their own share in so far as the economy of Nairobi County is concerned. So in the likelihood, maybe he gets a Somali, as a running mate, then the implication. So folks, based on those two particular aspects, you can tell how 2027 is likely going to be. On the other hand, what are the chances of Sakaja's re-election? To me, Sakaja's re-election is only pegged on service delivery. The moment he fails to deliver, then he can as well kiss Nairobi County, or being the county, or being the governor of Nairobi County, goodbye. And then number two is also party politics. If Kenya Kwanza administration doesn't deliver, he's also going to have that particular tag on top of his head. That particular tag, he has to move around with it. He has to campaign with that particular tag. If the party that sponsored him in that particular contest does not deliver, it will have, or it will be, disadvantageous to him. So folks, it's just a matter of time before things explode. But the truth of the matter is that politicians are scheming, individuals are scheming as they are in 2027. If in case you want to contest for any political seat in 2027, folks, the right time is now. Galvanize, strategize, start going to the area that you want to represent, that particular constituency. Talk to your constituents, look for programs, and then strategize, because politics is about interest. It's always about interest. It's the interest that drives you, and you put your interest to look like the people's problem. So don't wait for next year. Don't wait for 2025. The right time is now. And so, by the way, if Babu Owino decides to capitalize on those particular aspects, then I want to assure you that 2027 is a done deal. He's likely, or is likely to dethrone Sakaja and make him a one-time governor. I don't know what you think of this particular analysis. You can let me know through the comment section. And of course, folks, once again, if you've taken your time up to this particular time, or you've watched this video from the start up to this particular time, and you still, you've not subscribed, kindly remember to subscribe. Otherwise, thank you so much, guys, for watching. Let us meet in the next video. Thank you.